So if we'll bow out in attitude of prayer. Gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for another beautiful day in Washington County. Thank you for this time that we can freely assemble. And Lord, may we honor and glorify and serve you in all that we do and say and serving others. Lead, guide, and direct us. We thank you for the town of Clear Spring and for the citizens of Clear Spring. And Lord, just watch over them, protect them, and guide us in days to come. We ask in your precious name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
With that, I'll go ahead and call our joint meeting with the town of Clear Spring here this evening, and we'll open it up for the town of Clear Spring leaders' reports and comments.
Well, thank you for being here first. I wish there was more from our neighboring communities here. Fairview, Dryden, Peckville, Big Pole, Indian Springs, but they're not. But we're not gonna ask you for anything. How about that?
Okay, we can go.
We will thank you, for, what happened in we met right after the meeting last year and we had a path put in the mark in a matter of months. And it was, well received. We want to thank you, Andrew, for doing that. I did speak with Andy Hickson earlier this summer in, Park. He said in excellent shape. Everything is going away. I would ask that you, keep us, our increase with the water and sewer rates. We took 50% for 24 here. We'd like to stay at that, which I think is what we agreed upon for 25. I know there was, some conversation when we asked for some reconsideration on that. Well, you're inheriting millions. And, I'll be honest with you, we haven't seen a nickel.
Yep.
All we've done is spend money. We're still paying legal fees on the first local road in the state, and I share this at every meeting where we're at and what we're doing. Mr. Patik is in prison. We still have seen nothing and have no plan. That's why I called one evening in the room there quick. Just what you need to know from our attorney where we stand. With that estate, there is no light at the end of the tunnel. Mr. Anthony's estate, everybody knows the farm sold for a substantial amount of money back in the spring. And Mr. Junior talked with Juanita yesterday. They're still months or more away from even thinking about selling on this property. There was issues with the surveying. They were in the family for, I believe, 10 generations. There was no reason to survey, even though every property around those farms had been surveyed. They needed to be recorded properly for title insurance and different reasons. So that's still nowhere near. And then the other parts of the properties have not even been discussed yet. But the mobile home lots will happen there. We don't have any idea. And we're actually still negotiating with Mr. Junior on those mobile homes had shared wells. And coming to find out through some of the survey, some of those, at least one pump house is on one of the farms and not on the other lot. So this has just continued to be keep throwing it out. So, we want to.
4 more years and I hope nobody wills anything to the town clerk.
I was just getting ready to say, man, give it back, or maybe, I don't know.
It's why I stayed here, on council to try to see this through, thinking we'd be done by now, but we're not. With that said, well, thank you for John Pine. You probably hear that everywhere you go. The man is superb, does an outstanding job. Justin, the same with our plant. I don't know if we could, a way to keep our number that we pay back to you guys to use our site as a training facility, maybe send us a new person at a lesser cost to help do that. I don't know. That's their business over there, Mr. Bradshaw's business. Just want to thank you for those folks and the support. And Doug got a pile of these too. Every time you call him,
Right.
right there. And you hear this every meeting, I'm sure you do. So you have some really good friends. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, again, our community, yeah, he's wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
He's local. right down the road here. He was here in town with another deputy for our Fall Fest this Saturday, and got to meet a lot of people. And everybody in town would like to see each other next one. So and that's all. I have.
Very good. Thank you. Juanita,
Good.
you're good?
Thank you.
Oh, I will tell you, the apple butter I'm ready to have. Just drink it. It's good stuff. But, I was at Mr. Junior's. He has his fall festival this Saturday back at the Orchard. And he'll have a lot of things going on, but that's on his place right now. It's all local product.
Thank you for that.
Got fishing and converted, all permitted up and everything.
He does, and he's used it occasionally, but it's like everybody that's in here knows he can't find it.
Right.
He cannot, they would be one of our transport stops this Saturday. They weren't able to do it because he didn't have enough help to do it. So he moved everything back to the work. Yeah, it's up and running and but again, it's, you hear it every Florida stuff.
Yeah.
Can't find it.
Yeah, especially like that now.
And on the weekends and odd hours.
Council members, have anything? You good? You sure?
You guys are making it way too easy.
Well, I know the winter Christmas season's coming. And the question I guess I have is, and I know David Wiles is very instrumental in the house and Plum Grove and candlelight service and all that. Is everything in good shape? And
Everything, one of the board of directors, you stop me. We have our weekend pick. It'll be our Christmas town. They're on the committee. We've already have our 12 days of Christmas. Right now we got the flyer. And then the parade that night. And last year, I believe the parade was about 2.5 hours. Or real close to it. They want to make it even bigger this year. So we'll see how that goes. But it was quite a fire parade. So, yeah, everything's set. They got everything.
good.
We'll continue to try to keep doing that. Our problem is finding a site. We can't close 40.
Right.
Ideally, we close the road, but with state highway and an accident happens on 70, you can't do that. So, try to find a site that makes sense. And we can talk about a few things we'll work on for next year.
Yeah, it's amazing to me that everything you got going on in a smaller town, you got enough people that shows the unity, I guess, that like, who does all this one? I mean, you obviously, you don't do all this alone, so you got, so.
Great community. Called us, we sponsor, we have like 18 businesses, not all corporation, like Ernst Rain. They had donkeys and sheep and goats you could pet and trucks and stuff you could go to. Mrs. Williams,
Miss Williams, okay.
Mrs. Williams participated. She sold baked goods and stuff.
Huh.
Ernst Market,
Quincy's.
We
Library.
we plan it and then everybody jumps on and we don't like running. Did you say you're not really as question on the
That's good.
With that said, I mean, it's a good time. I mean, the weather was beautiful, but it was a muzzleloader season. There's just so many things going on that it makes it tough to get a whole lot of people here.
Yeah.
We do well. It's like most other organizations, and all of you know this. I think, well, the president, we have 900 members. There's 15 of us.
Few horses do all the pulling.
Yeah, it's like the historical society. I don't have any members.
Thank goodness for the hotel motel tax money because that's how we
Yep.
pay for a lot of this tourist attractions to get the people advertising everything to get the people here.
So we can make good use of that.
One of your members of the page never fills, unfortunately.
You know, remember that.
And then I'll keep it all over the place.
Okay, commissioners' reports and comments. Derek, you want to go first?
Well, you know, when I look at what goes on here in Clear Spring and I hear from you, Steve and Juanita, and just observe, and we come out here, we love the 4th of July here. We think it's great. Our kids love it out here. The fireworks that you guys put on here are superb. You know, the American Legion events, Fall Fest, other fairs that are here. The activity and the cohesion in the community is just outstanding. And it's because of that I would like to hear what we could do more to help. You know, because you want to reinforce successful people. Okay. And quite often what you're wind up giving money to or being asked for is, you know, there are needs out there, but you know, when people are really pulling up their sleeves and working hard and making things happen, you'd like to be able to do more for them. So I'd ask the staff to try and think about how we can actually help out in some ways that might be creative, whether it's, you know, funding or whatever, because you don't ask for a lot here. Okay. And, you know, the hotel tax is one thing, but I don't know what the real distribution is from some of the community grant funds that we get, but you know, I want to support people that are really working hard and making things happen for the community. And that's, I went through this, and I live in a stone house too, and this chronicling of the endurance and influence of stone architecture produced this year. You know, that's by your historical association, David Wiles, Gilbert Crandell, Ross Holland, and Lisa Shank Poole. This is really good stuff, and it captures your history, and it's a part of Clear Spring. And you know, I commend them because I don't think they were paid for it. I can't imagine, and a lot of effort into writing and putting the pictures together and getting it bound and printed and all that. It's always great to be here. And yes, sir.
If I could answer that, this was our third year. We've spread it around, you know, first base lawn. Okay, from the creek to the mountains, then we go to Big Pool. But we've spread it around. This was the third year. We decided to do some stone structures. I'll get you one of our points before you leave. And we highlighted a few of the structures. And we used 4 locks.
Right.
We used the house that's back there at 4 locks. It was yeah, so we have ideas for, I think the big celebration is the 26th. So next year, we're looking at something other than Clifton. I mean, it might be Indian Springs, it might be Fairview and Dry Run. We're gonna keep spreading that around and highlight them before in the book, so the people can learn history in the whole community.
Because was it the 275th? What is 250th? 250th anniversary. Right. And that starts when?
Now,
2026.
No, but
We're gonna kick off, we're gonna use the Mummers Parade in 2025,
Right.
kick off
the years.
a year-long celebration.
And then it takes us through the
Through
creation of our county, Washington County,
September
in
the 6th
September.
of 26.
That's it. So hopefully the city's working well with the county committee that's pulling this together.
They are. Juanita comes to every meeting. She never misses it.
All right.
hands on, Juanita, hands on.
We'll be jumping on board with that one. Next year, we have ideas for 25 and we'll look for the future for still.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Wagner.
Oh, good evening. I think Derek summed it up. You guys do a wonderful job. I mean, I'm not, just because I'm sitting here, I do love Clear Spring. I mean, I grew up, I mean, we lived on the Big Pool side of Hanging Rock Road, not the Clear. You're on the Clear Spring side, right? Or are you on the Big Pool side? Yeah.
No Clifford side.
But, so, you know, I was going to live here permanently. My lot actually was where Brian Albert's house is. I sold that lot to him, but I was going to build there, and then everybody got sick of my family. Long story short, I moved into Hagerstown. So I do have you know, family lived here on St. Paul's, and some of them still live in the area. So, I mean, you guys do a wonderful job. I'm just looking at this, you know, just for a small town, you guys do a wonderful job. Schools are good. So, I mean, you know, it's, and you don't ask for much, and I'm not wanting to throw $1 million at you, but, you know, but if, you know, if there's the needs, I mean, it's something we'd listen to, I'm sure.
Everything they've asked for, you've given.
Yeah, I mean,
The Veterans Memorial at the park.
right.
Helped us fund the poles to the banners, by the banners. We had an issue at Palm Grove with the water lines, and we got money for that. So everything we requested from you guys, you stepped up. Andy with the park out there with the walking trails and stuff. That's in the county, but we take your complaints, so we follow through for it.
I get it. I get it. But, With that being said, I mean, yeah, Steve, I get it. I don't think you guys are millionaires because you inherited some property, because I'm in that business. I know how long things take. And so I'm just, thank you for the gifts. That's very nice. Someone said I need applesauce because I'm old, but I'm looking for the oatmeal. So, but I do appreciate everything you guys do. Don't hesitate to call me if you got any issues that you want to talk about. So
Thank you.
go for it.
Well, I couldn't be more pleased. I'm just sitting here counting up the years. I've been a Clear Spring resident for 47 years and appreciate everything the town does and all the hard work and the outreach and a heart for older homes and older buildings. I live in a 1836 and it's very similar in style and format as Plum Grove. So special place in my heart there. Got 8 grandkids, I should say, at the Clear Spring schools every day. So I'm very much involved in the community and appreciate everything. One thing I did want to mention, last year, I guess at the Christmas event at Plum Grove, I don't know if you call it the gathering room or the barn, the building right behind the house where I guess you meet and greet and serve refreshments and that sort of thing. The heat wasn't working. I had looked at it. It had power. I don't know if did you get it fixed? Okay, perfect. I don't need to say any more then. So good. So, but yeah, all's good. Appreciate it. So thank you very much.
I gotta say thank you to you too. I know you're retired. I've reached out to Johnny for a few things and been superb. Local businesses are what's that.
Well, appreciate that. And one other thing, I guess, will always come to my mind is when you did have parades, and I don't remember whether it was 4th of July or Memorial Day, but it's been a few years ago. I guess 40 was closed at that time. And I was out here where they gathered in Thompson's lot, and Senator Edwards said, "Come on, buddy, jump in my truck and ride with me." And as we're coming down the hill, probably right here in front of Town Hall, he throws it up in the park and just sits there. And I'm looking around, I'm like, "What's wrong?" And he says, "Commissioner Barr, I want to tell you something. Look around." He said, "Look at all these people sitting on their front porches." He said, "Now these folks in a small town like this are salt of the earth." He said, "These are the people that you need to take care of." And he sat there for what seemed like the longest time the parade went on. I'm like, it was kind of awkward. And he was just sitting there looking around and just taking it all in. And I'm like, he's right. That's what America is all about. So
We need to get your old truck in. We gotta get an application.
He's building another one.
I got another one. Rich Higgins is working on a record.
What the Joe was working on, so I saw one there.
Okay, well, that one's not finished.
Still not.
No, that's a sore subject.
Was it was somebody else?
No, the truck that Joe's was working on is still in pieces. The frame's in tying up part of my barn, and the body and all the mechanics and the ladder and all that is in a trailer that Johnny's fussing about. But in the meantime, Rich Higgins and I are restoring a very, very rare 31 Ford panel truck. Just
Very cool.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll take that new stuff. It keeps running.
Oh, no.
Anything else?
I know. Michelle, you
Okay, I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say thank you for having us here tonight to have this joint meeting. It's nice to get out here in the community and see all of Washington County. It's beautiful. I'd like to thank Juanita for her help on the 250th anniversary committee. It's been, fun getting to know her on that committee. And please, you have my contact information. If you ever have a need for anything or concerns or questions, please reach out to me. Reach out to staff, and I'll get it taken care of for you as quickly as I can. Thank you.
Just to make sure.
Staff? Anyone?
Everybody knows the staff, I'm sure here, don't they?
Jonathan, Andrew,
Kelsey? Okay.
Kelsey's the one with the money. You better talk to her.
Zach? You're good? Okay. Well, at this time, we'll open it up to citizens' participation, citizens' comments. Anyone would like to?
I think I only see a couple back there.
They're all council.
Oh, yeah, your council, that's right. Well, yeah, I guess there is nobody here then.
Okay. Anyone?
We're done.
Motion for adjournment?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for adjourn.